Kardashian and Pete Davidson started dating around October 2021. They recently split up after only being together for 9 months, saying they're too busy to be in a relationship. Like, you're right. I wonder what Pete Davidson is going to do with all those tattoos now. There are always lessons to be learned here, so I'm giving you 5 reasons how I knew this wouldn't work, and somehow ladies and even fellas can learn from Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson's L's so you don't have to hold them yourself. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Number 1, Kim Kardashian is a certified 304. She's a Calabasas city girl. Her version built long before the rap duo City Girls even existed, okay? Yes, Kim is the OG 2003 Calabasas city girl. This woman, she's been with just about everybody, and as much as she would like for us to forget, we remember how she got here. We'll never forget about that infamous tape with Ray J that she and her mama Kris Jenner wanted all of y'all to believe that was leaked. She was trying to clout chase and get attention like her good old friend Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's leak though, it was real. But Kim Kardashian, she definitely planned her whole leak. Very similar to Mimi Faust and Nico, the whole somebody stole my camera. And then Kanye tried to turn that 304 into a housewife. Jumped on a song, singing about trophies on the beach. He was really a fool, thinking that he had a good thing going. Number 2, Pete Davidson's baby jokes. Pete Davidson had a comedy show one time and he really angered the audience when he made a joke about a teething baby and how he could have baby. Basically, he was out there talking about babies. First of all, the joke wasn't funny, and second of all, what sick idiot could even think of such a thing? People thought Kanye was tripping when he found out about that joke and saw that Kim Kardashian was letting this disgusting guy around their kids. Kanye has 2 boys and 2 girls with Kim Kardashian, and she was even allowing his oldest daughter to sit on his lap. Come on, we all know that's a no-no. Kim Kardashian had no business allowing some man that she just met making baby jokes about when he was babysitting for his friend and what he thought about doing. Kanye should have used that information right there to get those kids away from Kim Kardashian, who was potentially putting her kids in danger. Which brings me to number 3, Kanye. This wasn't going to work with Kanye around. The man moved across the street, and I supported that decision, by the way. He got a house across the street so that he could see his kids often. And I'm sure co-parenting is tough, but when most men experience parental alienation, they don't have the energy, time, or resources to fight it. Well, Kanye did. He picked up his operation and moved across the street, so when it was time for visitation for the West kids, all they had to do was run across the street. You know, give those $100,000 a month nannies at Kim's house a break. But Kanye was calling this guy out on social media. Pete even responded, talking about, I'm in the bed with your woman right now and your kids in the next room. And that's how I know Kanye, he's not that crazy, because we all know what a completely unhinged individual would have done at that moment. And thank God that he didn't though, because that would have been another black man losing his life over a 304 when Kanye, people told you a long time ago to leave that adult star alone, but I guess he didn't get the memo. On to number 4, the age gap. You know, we have to address this age gap. Age gaps usually work well for older men and younger women, typically because of the natural psychological and biological process that women go through. When women are younger, they're usually looking for men who will provide stability for them. So it's hard for a young man to do that that's their same age if he's growing and working on himself. That's why if she's in her 20s and being stable is her biggest priority, she's probably dating a man that's 10 years older in his 30s. Or if she's in her 30s, she's looking for a man in his 40s, someone she can respect, who she's not looking at as a peer. I get it, but the same concept doesn't really work for older women and younger men. We all know double standards exist, and this is just one of them. Sure, it can work with a young man and a young woman if she can be patient, wait for him to plant his seeds and allow time for those seeds to grow. Those situations can definitely work. And you even have a few cases out there where it can work with an older woman and a younger man. Not many though, because in general, it just doesn't work. We can't change nature. That's the way it goes. Kim couldn't fully look up to and respect that guy. So I knew it wouldn't work. And on to number 5, the final reason here. It was a contract relationship. The contract expired. So Kim, she was out here looking crazy when it was announced that she was getting a divorce for the 3rd time. It just wasn't a good look. On top of that, she had crossed into her 40s as well. Kim was trying to show people that she was the same Kim as before and she could pull another man. Pete Davidson was the rebound. And side note for Kris Jenner, that strategy is only going to work if she was able to pull another Kanye. She couldn't just pull any man. Someone better than Kanye, or at least a man with half the respect and admiration. Like, come on, Kris Jenner. You're usually good at this, but I don't know how she let Pete slip in like that. Kim has always gotten clout from day one by being in a relationship. So they went around with the same strategy. Every week, they had her on television talking about her relationship that no one cared about. She was all on broadcast news with this. Kris Jenner and her PR folks, they had People magazine running an article just about every day about Kim and this PR relationship. But no matter how many words they wrote, nobody cared to read it. It also didn't help their TV show either. Back in April, Variety wrote that Hulu said the Kardashians' premiere was their biggest yet, but then the real reviews started rolling in. TV critics calling the show listless, and then the fans they had left calling the show a disappointment. And just a couple of months later, in June 2021, you had articles like this, citing that the ratings happened to be so bad that Hulu probably wouldn't even renew them after season 1. The show was a flop, and after a strong decade and a half, we saw signs that people had already caught up with the Kardashians and they weren't trying to keep up anymore. So it's safe to say that keeping up with the Kardashians, their days are numbered. And going on primetime broadcast television talking about Pete Davidson couldn't save it. And that is why the contract expired. Kim Kardashian is a social climber, from cleaning up Brandy's closet in the valley to making tapes with Brandy's brother. All the way to Kanye and billionaire status. She realized that Pete Davidson didn't help her brand and he lowered her social value. No one was interested in watching her 28-year-old boyfriend riding to the convenience store in her luxury cars. He quit his job, basically moved in, and it went downhill from there. So that's it for the 5 reasons why Kim K and Pete Davidson's relationship didn't really work. I knew it wouldn't work from the beginning, and now Pete can go figure out what he's going to do with all those silly tattoos and how he's going to get them removed or covered up. Oh yeah, and one time for all the people who told me that it was okay for him to get those tattoos of Kim's kids on him. Shout out to Odiri, Tyrone W, Robert J, our sister Melissa, Dark Power, Sir Shy, and Larry W. I appreciate all of you for your support. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.